A Beautiful Mind from 2001. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another Patreon request movie coming at you guys on the channel here today from the homie Silas Kane. Shout out to him for requesting this over on Patreon, man. A Beautiful Mind. Heard of it before? Not much about it. Silas did tell me Russell Crowe's in this from Gladiator. I did check that out on the channel. Absolutely fantastic movie. I haven't checked out too many of Russell Crowe's movies. I feel like I've seen a handful of them, but I feel like there's just so many more for me to check out. So I'm glad we're checking this out. I was also told this is based on a true story, which last week I just checked out Remember the Titans, which was also another movie based on a true story. So I'm kind of curious as to see what we're gonna have here, man. I really enjoyed Remember the Titans. I'm not expecting this to be like that really, but like I said, I know both of them are based on a true story, so it's kind of cool. I'm doing these movies kind of week to week and checking them out. But I'm excited to see this, man. Like I said, I don't know too much about it other than what was just listed. So guys, I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this movie. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff. We'll do it if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this movie. Oh, I gotta get back into some animated movies, man. I know you guys have been asking for it. I don't know. I've been on a different type of movie kick lately. You know, I watched a handful of animated movies over the summer, springtime, and haven't really gone back to them. But I know there's still a handful I need to get to. You know, like How to Train Your Dragon, a ton of them, man. And we'll get there.
There could be a mathematical explanation for how bad your tie is.
Thank you.
What a roast.
Nielsen, symbol cryptography.
Niels here broke a Jap code, helped rid the world of fascism, atomic physics. And you are?
The mysterious West Virginia genius. The other winner of the Distinguished Carnegie Scholarship.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're talking about at the start, huh? My man's done his research on everybody here, though. You know what I mean? He just whipped out the roast like that.
Look at him.
Ash, taking a reverse constitutional.
I'm hoping to extract an algorithm to define their movement.
Literally in anything, bro. I mean, when you're trying to come up with something original, you gotta search for it everywhere, bro.
What if you never come up with your original idea? Huh? What if you lose?
You should not have won. I had the first move. My play was perfect.
The hubris of the defeated. Gentlemen, the great John Nash.
Bit of an asshole, huh? Arrogant.
You know, Hanson's just published another paper. I can't even find a topic for my doctorate. This is a group playing touch football. This is a cluster of pigeons who are fighting over breadcrumbs. And this here is a woman who was chasing a man who stole her purse.
Trying to find if there's any similarities in them, huh?
See, if I could derive an equilibrium, or prevalence is a non-singular event, can you imagine the effect that would have on conflict scenarios and
When
arms
did you last eat?
negotiations?
When did you last eat?
Or sleep. Sometimes you need somebody like Charles to bring out that side of you too, though. You know what I mean? Doing stuff with them, hanging out with them, stepping outside of the box, so to speak, of what he thinks will create his idea, you know?
Jesus Christ, John.
God damn it, Charles! What the hell is your problem?
And it's not your problem. It's their problem.
Damn. Bro, imagine somebody was down there.
She's looking over here. Right, she's looking at Nash.
Oh, God. All right, he may have the upper hand now, but wait until he opens his mouth.
Is he thinking about a situation where everyone wins and this is it?
If we all go for the blonde, we block each other. Not a single one of us is going to get her.
Yeah.
So then we go for her friends. But they will all give us the cold shoulder because nobody likes to be second choice. So what if no one goes for the blonde?
Situation where everyone wins. Kind of.
That's the only way we all get laid.
Charles was right. He needed to come out here.
Best result comes from everyone in the group doing what's best for himself, right?
Ash, this is some way for you to get the blonde on your own. You can go to hell.
Governing dynamics, gentlemen. Governing dynamics. Adam Smith. Who's wrong?
Yep, here we go.
Careful, careful.
Thank you.
She's like, thank you for what? That's it? That's what he needed though, man. You know what I mean? Charles pushed him to go out. Jesus, that's such a cool little montage, seeing the snow going and stopping and melting away too and everything. Just shows you how long he's been sitting there fucking working on it. That was nice. But you see what I mean, dude? It takes so much to come up with a real original idea, a real original thing. I love that his boy's there, man. You know, you see Charles come into the room, you're like, damn, these two are polar opposites, but it works out and he's the one there supporting him.
Well, Mr. Nash, with a breakthrough of this magnitude, I'm confident you will get any placement you like.
He did it.
Wheeler Labs. They'll ask you to recommend 2 team members.
Yeah. He's so happy for him.
Stills and Frank are excellent choices.
Saul and Bender, sir.
Saul and Bender are extraordinary mathematicians. Has it occurred to you, Mr. Nash, that Saul and Bender might have plans of their own?
But they're gonna do what's best for the group.
Governing dynamics.
Both of them doing what's best for the group, you know? Putting their egos aside. Could have been assholes to each other. 5 years later. I mean, I guess it makes sense there's a time jump, right? I was like, damn, he figured this shit out kind of early in the movie. It's so cool how they show it, man. How he sees the numbers and stuff and how he puts everything together. Fucking fantastic.
I need a map.
46, 13, 0, 8,
The coordinates.
4690. Starkey Corners, Maine. 480301, 91, 2635. There are at least 10 others. They appear to be routing orders across the border into the U.S.
Saw they're smuggling shit.
What are the Russians moving, General?
Captain Rogers will escort you to the unrestricted area, Doctor.
Captain Rogers? Steve Rogers? Imagine.
By telling you what I'm about to tell you, I'm increasing your security clearance to top secret. Disclosure of secure information can result in imprisonment.
What operation?
This factory is in Berlin. We seized it at the end of the war.
He's looking at the remote.
Engineers were attempting to build a portable atomic bomb. The Soviets reached this facility before we did, and we lost the damn thing.
Is that what they're working on smuggling?
The plan is to incur maximum civilian casualties.
Hiroshima shit, man.
Okay, this may be a little uncomfortable.
The fuck did it just
A
do?
little zap to it, doesn't it? He just implanted a radium diode. Don't worry, it's safe. The isotope decays predictably. As a result, these numbers change over time.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
So what am I now? A spy?
I mean, he'd said he was wanting to do more, man, than what he was doing where he was, you know? Did she solve the problem?
Really important. What are you working on?
Classified.
Everyone waited half an hour.
4.
Class.
Completely missed it.
Oh, well, I suspect that nobody missed me.
The problem that you left on the board, I solved it.
He said it would take months or their whole lifetime.
Professor Nash, if I can ask you to dinner.
His face. Where's the camera?
Eat, don't you?
Oh, on occasion, yeah. Table for one. Prometheus, a long chain to the rock with a bird circling overhead. You know how it is. One more thing. Do you have a name, or should I just keep calling you Miss? Governor, may I present?
Miss Alicia Larde. I want a copy of this. First big date and all, you know. So, you boys need to look good. all together naturally.
He's not used to this, man.
Thank you for that.
No, keep it. I believe in deciding things will be good luck.
But I do believe in assigning value to things.
Man's very straightforward, man. He has no like filter. Like he says what he says what he feels. He finding the code, finding the message of trying to send to him. Dude, they do such a good job of showing like what he sees in it all. That's absolutely insane, man. I couldn't even imagine. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is that? Sealing it. That's right, it's access codes. Was that one of the same guys from the party that are following and watching him?
But still, ritual requires we continue with the number of platonic activities before we have sex.
Just like before, man.
All I really want to do is have intercourse with you as soon as possible. You're gonna slap me now.
That's what happened last time. Like you said, the more he tries it, the higher his chances will be a success. I mean, the interaction with the blonde was what, over 5 years ago, but still. I wonder if those dudes are still following him. They're just out here watching him.
My uncle says you're very smart, but not very nice. So I shouldn't pay no mind if you're mean to me.
Prodigal roommate.
Ah!
Return.
Yeah. Oh boy, man. Charles. That's awesome.
My sister got herself killed in a car crash.
Mm.
I'm at Harvard doing the great authors workshop. D.H. Bloody Lawrence.
And,
Yeah.
well, I met a girl.
No, a human girl?
Homo sapien.
A Bible? Well, there's no accounting for taste, is there?
Should I marry her?
God, right.
It all seems to add up, but...
So soon.
Nothing's ever for sure, John. It's the only sure thing I do know.
It's truth, man. It's just a feeling, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, you know? Things can be perfect for years and years and years, and then something changes and it's no longer perfect, you know what I mean? Especially with the way your job is, how much time it takes up and stuff. Like, things might be good now, but over time, man. I'm just married. They did end up getting married, That's the thing, man. It's all good and happy now, but like fast forward with his work for another 5-10 years, being late for dates and stuff like that. That's how relationships kind of end up falling apart. Too much time with work, too much time focused on other things sometimes, but it's life.
Job's been compromised.
Oh, shit. Is that what it's been this whole time? Has it been them following him? He's like, I'm just trying to find these codes, man. I ain't in it for all this.
Stay back.
Shit. Bro, RIP to his fucking eardrum, man. His eardrum blown the fuck out. Yeah, this that top secret government life shit, man. You know?
I left the car at the back. Make your teeth Commonwealth, no side streets.
John.
Just stay where it's crowded.
John, I'm not going anywhere.
When you get your sisters, just get your things.
I'm not leaving.
Stop! Stop it. Please, Alicia. I'll explain when I can.
I wonder if he's gonna try and disappear, try and leave. Bro, this gotta be terrifying for Alicia too, you know what I mean? Sitting here, her husband's acting like this. Like, think about what's running through her head. Like, damn, what kind of deep shit is he in?
Sometimes our expectations are betrayed by the numbers. Variables are impossible to assign any rational value.
Ah, shit. He left his briefcase there. I wonder if he specifically left it there for Charles to find.
What do you want?
My name is Rosen. Dr. Rosen. I'm a psychiatrist.
Forgive me if I don't seem persuaded.
I'd like you to come with me.
I wonder if William hired him for him to help him get through this.
Appears I have no choice.
Oh, damn. Got a mean Ryuk. I wonder if William hired him to talk to him to help him get through it. Maybe this is a you know, kind of top secret psychiatrist person that works for the government who can deal with cases like this.
Charles, the Russians! Charles, the Russians! Call somebody! Call somebody, Charles! The Russians!
Steady the leg.
Stay away from me.
Stay away from me!
I get it. Charles couldn't do much there. You know, he's got to worry about protecting his baby girl, his niece. But hopefully he'll end up helping. Trying to do something to help him and Alicia.
Saw my name on the lecture slate. You lying son of a bitch!
Wow, he's with
Who are you
him.
talking to? Tell me who you see.
How do you say Charles Herman in Russian?
There's no one there, John. There's no one there.
He's right there. I don't know anything. Stop! I don't know anything. My name is John Nash. I'm being held against my will. Somebody call the Department of Defense. My name is John Nash.
But I mean, like, way back then when he was just in college, they wouldn't have known about all that shit and everything. You know what I mean? He's just got to be seeing this shit.
An imaginary roommate named Charles Herman.
Charles isn't a man.
Have you ever met Charles? Does he ever come to dinner?
He's always in town for so little time lecturing.
Was he at your wedding?
He had to teach.
So is William fake too? From the Department of Defense?
Oh, in Princeton. According to their housing records, John lived alone.
Yeah, he was supposed to originally. Bro. And that's... Oh.
A mathematician with no military training is a government spy fleeing the Russians.
You're making him sound crazy.
Or that he has lost his grip on reality.
Bro, schizophrenia, you know, hallucinations and shit seem very real for the people that are involved in it.
What's he been working on? He mentioned a supervisor by the name of William Parcher. Maybe
Yeah.
Mr. Parcher can clarify things for us, but I can't get to him without clearances. John thinks I'm a Russian spy. Is that what you think?
So what's been real and what's been fake, man? I mean, there's been moments throughout the story where, like, we see something from his point of view and someone's like, huh? And I was just like, oh, maybe they just missed it, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
The people, the places, the moments, most important to you. We're not gone, not dead.
It's never real.
Have never been. What kind of hell would that be?
And I mean, that should have been going on for a long time. 2 years, I think, for the notes and stuff.
Starting insulin.
8:42 a.m.
Yeah, it's like little details, man. Because I remember at the start when his roommate came in, when Charles did, he did say, you know, he's like, I'm supposed to be living alone. And Charles is like his polar opposite. So it kind of makes sense that he made him up. Having a seizure? Yeah, it's got to be hard for her to watch, man. To try and cure him of this, or... I know there's no cure for schizophrenia, but help with it. Gotta do that shit 50 times, man.
John won't come near the campus, though. I think he's ashamed. Hey. Hey.
Mr. Baby. He's not not taking them. How long has he not been taking them for? 2 a night? How many were in there? Like 10? Yep. He's back on this shit again since he hasn't been taking them. I mean, he was taking them prior. I wonder if he stopped taking them to see if, you know, fix his problem and be able to get with his wife again.
Good to see you, John.
Oh, hell.
Archer?
Yeah, his hallucinations.
I don't think that I would go that way, John. It's time for you to get back to...
He was just sad, man.
I can restore your status at Wheeler. I can let the world know what you did. But I need you now, soldier.
So now you can let the world know what he did. It's not top secret no more. She hear the radio out there. Man, he hasn't been taking his meds for a long time now at this point, huh? So sad, man. She knows he ain't been taking his medicine too now. Oh no. Don't tell me the baby's gonna get killed. Oh no. Charles, man. Almost killed the baby. I think this is gonna be the final straw for...
I can see him because of a chemical that was released into my bloodstream when my implant dissolved.
Yeah, that's how he explained it to himself.
Hello, I need Dr. Rosen's office, please.
You gotta stop her, John.
Oh, shit.
You leave her out of this.
Who are you talking to?
She'll compromise us again.
No, she won't.
You'll go back to the hospital.
John, answer me!
Countless people will die.
Hello! Hi, I need Dr. Rosen. Is he in?
I'm sorry, John.
He's gonna hit her.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Finish her. She knows too much now.
So fucking sad, man. Yeah. He's using his mind to realize what's real and what's fake. Like the whole universe explanation.
I understand.
He's realizing what's fake and what's real now.
Marcy can't be real. She never gets old.
He was able to use his mind to actually realize what was real and what was fake. What is and what wasn't. Even though he sees her there, he knows she's not real.
Yes.
It's a breakthrough.
Schizophrenia is degenerative. Some days may be symptom-free, but over time, you're getting worse.
It's a problem. That's all it is.
And he wants to find a solution.
And that's what I do. I solve problems. That's what I do
This
best.
isn't math. There's no theorem, no proof. You can't reason your way out of this.
Why not? Why can't I?
Because your mind is where the problem is in the first place. Without treatment, John, the fantasies may take over.
I mean, Alicia, she's trying, man, you know? She's trying her hardest to stay with him and be with him and fight through this, you know? But, like, dude, it's just such a shitty situation.
I heard what happened, and well, I wanted to write, and I tried you at MacArthur's, but you left, and I just...
Seems that you won after all, Martin.
They were wrong, John. No one wins. Please, please have a seat.
John, I'm sorry, but you have to tell him. Tell him you're a genius. You're a genius, John! Tell him your work is critical. John, please!
Is there any chance that you could ignore what I just did?
Yeah.
Really, people might help me elbow out these
hallucinations.
These certain delusions that I have.
He wants to come back here.
There's a lot to ask, and now that I'm here,
Well, this guy tries to wander into the library, but he doesn't have ID.
Why can't people read their memos, huh?
Then he goes totally nuts.
It's him. Man.
Hey, John, it's okay. I just heard what happened. I'm sorry, John.
I'm not a soldier.
John, hey, Nash, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great John Nash.
I feel so bad for him, man.
You can't ignore me forever.
Walk through him.
I won't talk to you again. I just can't.
The hardest one of them all to probably get rid of.
Good morning. Eager young minds.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, everyone does still know him, and he's done some crazy, amazing things. Just, times have changed.
It's never gonna work, John. You're just humiliating yourself.
Those voices in his head, man, except it's even more real.
You are being pathetic. I'm ashamed of you.
Got my book.
Man, a lot of time has passed. Is their son? Trying to fight those illusions. Green Eggs and Ham. That was a book back in the day, man. 1978 now. Wow. 22 years.
Huh. That's an analog to Frobenius for non-commutative extensions.
That's what he was trying to solve back on the porch when his friend came up.
Meet together at maximum speed is only, better say 10 miles.
God, he's working with someone, a real person, interacting with them.
A fly who can travel at 20 miles an hour leaves a tire of bicycle being a fly.
A bunch of people.
And it is an art form, no matter what these people around here will tell you, especially the people for biology. Don't listen to any of those people. Let me go back to what you were doing before, because I think I might want to skip.
Makes her happy. It's what she's been working toward. They both have been working toward.
I'm an acquired taste, Martin. I was hoping there still might be something I could contribute.
What about the, well, you know, are they gone?
The delusions? Nope. They're still there. He just learned to ignore them.
No, they're not gone. Maybe they never will be. But I've gotten used to ignoring them, and I think as a result, they've kind of given up on me. Well, they're my past, Martin. Everybody's haunted by their past.
Hey, Nash. You,
Play a game?
You scared?
Terrified. Mortified.
Petrified.
Stupefied by you.
Same line.
You're gonna get me in an awful lot of trouble.
Damn, man. That's a good quote, though, man. You know what I mean?
Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
He did end up teaching. 1994.
Professor Nash.
So this whole movie over the course of 42 years.
So now that I know that you're real, who are you and what can I do for you?
It's a good way to do it, man.
My name is Thomas King.
Thomas King.
And I'm here to tell you that you're being considered for the Nobel Prize.
Things have certainly changed around here. I have a son that age. Harvard. I would have thought the nominations for the Nobel Prize would have been secret. I would have thought you'd only find out if you won or lost.
The awards are substantial. They require private funding. As such, the image of the Nobel is...
Find out if I would screw everything up if I actually won.
Yeah. They're trying to keep their good image.
But I still see things that are not here. I just choose not to acknowledge them.
He's being honest with him.
Like a diet of the mind, I choose not to indulge certain appetites.
Not to feed it, or feed on it.
Perhaps my appetite to imagine and to dream.
Professor Nash.
His pen? Yeah. He's gonna get that recognition.
It's an honor, sir.
Thank you very much.
A privilege, Professor.
Professor.
He's getting his moment, man.
That was certainly most unexpected.
Damn, man. It's just crazy to see this come full circle. The trials and tribulations he went through and continued on trying, and here we are, man. You know. Wow. 44 years passed from the start of this.
My quest has taken me through the physical, the metaphysical, the delusional, and back. And I have made the most important discovery of my career. It is only in the mysterious equations of love that any logical reasons can be found. I'm only here tonight because of you. You are the reason I am.
She never gave up on him, man. Still has the same cloth from their first date. It's his son.
I'll call for the car now.
Bye-bye. What is it? What's wrong?
Nothing. Come with me, young lady. Car outside. Interested in a ride.
Still walks there every day. That was, man, this was back in 2001 though, so I wonder if things are still, I'm sure things have changed since then. All based on a true story too, and everything that actually happened for the most part, from what I understand, it's supposed to be pretty damn accurate. A Beautiful Mind from 2001 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolutely phenomenal, man, you know? Like, you could tell from the start, you know, there's something a little bit off about him. But I couldn't put my finger on exactly what. I thought maybe he had autism or something, but schizophrenic, man. Schizophrenia is it's a hell of a disease. You know what I mean? Like, I've done some research on it, not a ton, but from what I understand, like, you know, a lot of times it doesn't show, like, truly show itself till, like, you know, your early 20s, and any later than that, like if you go into your early 30s, late 20s, it's considered a late onset or whatever, you know. If it's before you're 18, if you have your first episode, it's considered like an early onset, but there's no like actual cure for it or anything, right? There's like things you can do to keep it under control and stuff, like medications you can take to help with it, but there's no really cure for it. And to see, you know, the way he kind of dealt with it with his mind, you know, he had that moment after he'd almost drowned his kid and his wife was leaving. You know, he had that moment of, these people are never in the same room together. You know, Charles is never in the same room as his wife and stuff like that. They've never had any interaction together. The girl, all this time has passed. Yes, she's still the same age. She hasn't grown up or anything. So this can't be real, you know. And he uses he tries to go into his mind and use logic and stuff to outdo it. And the thing is too, you know, even you see how real the delusions are. Even when he knows like this is fake, this is not real, it's still hard to get past that. You know, you have that moment on campus with him where William, the Department of Defense guy, right, is yelling at him about being a soldier and all this stuff, and he knows it's not real, but it's like it's real to him. You know what I mean? And for you to just like the doctor was saying, you know, what's worse, for you to live through all this stuff, have all these memories with somebody that's gone and dead, or have all these memories and realize that none of it was actually real. And I mean, what's really real, right? You know, do you consider people that have schizophrenia and stuff like that, and that have those memories, have those delusions and stuff, like it's real to them? It's not real to us. It's not real here in the physical world, but it's real to them. You know, and that's the thing about diseases like that, bro. Like, even if you know they're not, the delusions you're having or the things you're seeing aren't real, it's so realistic that it's hard to move past. It's hard to comprehend that or get that kind of snap in your brain to realize that it is, or to be able to live like it is. Like, you see years down the line, like this started in 47, right? So 47 years from start to finish of this movie. You know, obviously when he was younger, Charles and stuff was there, but like you see throughout the movie, there's moments like there's little dialogue moments and pieces, and I when it happened, I just kind of brush it off. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, maybe the person walked out before. Like there was a moment when they were in at the Wheeler place or whatever in his office, and he's talking to William, and then one of William like goes through the door, and one of his friends opens their office door like as William goes through the door, and he's looking back like, who is he talking to? But in my mind, I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like William just made it through the door before he came out, you know, but I thought that was kind of a weird thing, and that's because William was never there, you know. And then also at the start, when we first see Charles introduced, you know, we see John, he's like, you're not, like, I'm supposed to be rooming by myself. And he said that, and I was just like, oh, maybe it was a mix-up or whatever, you know, but it's just because he really was rooming by himself. He never had a roommate, man. And it's like all these little small details. I mean, I'm sure if I go back through and watch the movie, I'll notice even more smaller details. But it's crazy because the way it's set up and stuff with the whole driving scene and everything for us, like we're just thinking, oh, you know, he's having some PTSD and he's being rightfully panicked, you know, like the Russians are coming for him and shit, you know, after the Pentagon thing and everything like that. And you see that the entire time it's not PTSD or him freaking out about it. It's the delusions he's having, you know, the things he's seeing that aren't actually there and everything. And the way it's set up is so brilliant because, you know, from the start where William was standing up there at the Pentagon, you know, and he asked who that was, and they just brushed it off, didn't tell him or whatever. I thought they just didn't want him to know, but it's because there was nobody there, you know, it was only in his mind. But man, it's one hell of a movie, and the way they talk about it at the end too, you know, about feeding your delusions or feeding, you know, what he chooses to feed or believe in and whatnot, and feed like his imagination or what and stuff like that to kind of push these delusions away. And there was a moment in there where they were talking about dreams and nightmares, and it's like it is kind of what you feed them, you know. If you focus on them, if you give them attention, you feed them, they grow, right? And that goes for good and bad. If you do it with your nightmares, they grow, they get worse and worse, you know. They continue to go on, they can get worse, they can kind of almost come into your real life, things that feel so realistic because you're feeding into them. It's the same thing with like dreams, you know. If you feed into your dreams and stuff like that, they can become a reality, you know. And it's just a fantastic movie, man. Absolutely insane. And his wife standing by him through all that, you know, it's true love, man. You know, she, through everything they went through, everything that happened with him, you know, she stood by him. And it's neither of, you know, it's not his fault. He was born like that, you know what I mean? But she stood by him through it all, and she helped him through it all, and they found a way to live, man. And it's an amazing story, man. But once again, shout out to the homie Silas Kane for requesting this over on Patreon, man. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is a movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? Want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.